all successful salespeople really need to build strong long-term relationships with clients and keep working on that to really drive their business. And today I've invited Martin Betts, who has an Elders franchise, to come and talk to us, because we find him really popular in class in sharing experiences about how to build relationships and how to build business. So Martin, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, Emma.
Martin, I'm going to start right up front and asking you about building those relationships. What have you found works? What doesn't?
Okay. Look, I think the most important thing in relationships with clients is having that personal contact. I think in years gone by, without the technology that's available to us now, a lot of salespeople, I believe, are getting lazy. It's easy just to give someone a text message or send them a quick email, when I believe it should be face to face. So go around there, sit down, as if we're doing now, and sit down face to face, have a cup of tea and just a good old chat, not so much go through what's been happening or what hasn't been happening, or what they're about to do, but how do they feel about the whole thing. And I think if you build that rapport face to face, you can't do that via email or by text messaging. And I think that personal contact just builds that trust, and if you've got that trust with someone, then they're comfortable in the whole situation. Then you can lead them to the result that ideally they want.
And do you do that with the vendor and the purchaser?
Oh yes, certainly. I think the vendor relationship can start, up to 7 years before they decide to actually sell, through database, through getting those contacts initially and staying in touch.
And do you find a lot of your purchasers become vendors because you invest that type of time with them?
Well, that's the idea, and the ultimate game would be to get 100% repeat business from all your clients. And I think salespeople, when starting out, do need to get that bank of people up. But the repeat clients, because they will sign with you as a vendor when they go to sell down the track, because of the relationship they've had with you initially, because you've handled the whole sales process and their purchasing process a lot more comfortably.
And talking about what doesn't work, do you find that you can really force a relationship sometimes and that backfires on you, or? Look,
I think my approach has never been forceful, although some people think that it has. It really depends on the person or the client. Sometimes people like someone that, in the past I've lost business from being too nice. I've been told that, look, you're too nice. We wanted someone with a bit of perhaps mongrel about them. So it really depends on the person, and I think it's up to the salesperson to judge what pace the client's willing to work with. And you've got to be a really good judge of that. Do I put pressure on here, or do I help them make a decision and persuade them, or do I just ease off a bit and wait till they're really comfortable with it?
And that's something that you really have to judge on a individual basis, isn't it?
That's right, and I think you can. What doesn't work is if you don't read it correctly, and it's all about reading the client and finding what pace that they're ready to approach with.